Okay, I'm getting ready to do some sprints. I'm getting ready for this 5K and I got to work on sprints. Definitely, that's something I have to work on. So, just getting ready and I'm out here in Florida, the Tampa area. Honestly, this was my dream. This was my dream, like moving to Florida. But that was step number 1 of my dream because I still got I'm still not 100% where I want to be, of course. And that's amazing because there is room for growth. There's room for growth. The problem is that a lot of people, they have this big dream and they don't take action at all. They don't take any type of action. They don't, for example, if they want to move somewhere, they don't do anything about it. They don't even come close to that. So for example, there are people like me that wanted to move to Florida. They don't even like do anything. So for example, they could move. If you're up north, you could move to like Georgia, like you could move to like South Carolina on your way to get down here. Like you could get a step closer. That's how I think about it. I'm like, you know what, if I want to be in Florida and I have a specific area in mind, I'm not there yet. So but I was like, you know what, if I could start somewhere, where would it be? Where is a place where I could actually go? I could start working, like actually manifesting that dream. And we're out here right now. Like at least one of the things I wanted was to make sure that wherever I'm at, it's not freaking cold. Like I got tired of that. You gotta understand, I was raised in Puerto Rico, so the cold the cold stuff, I'm not with that. I'm not with that. Like just being, it's like it's almost, honestly, I think like 80% of the year up north, like New Jersey, New York, all of that. I think like 90% of the year is freaking cold, to be honest with you. Because in May, it's still cold. June, eh. And then August, you already have days that are cold. So it's just like, it's always cold. I don't care what nobody says. But out here, listen, if I want to become healthier, I want to run, I want to do things like how I'm doing right now. Yes, the summer is hot, but so it's super hot over there anyway. It's hot up north. So, but after the summer, everything kind of like chills and it's still a good temperature, good weather over here. So for me, it may look small or it may sound like a small thing, but the fact that I'm able to go outside, go on my walks, I track my steps. I have a Fitbit. I track my steps, right? So just the fact that I'm able to go on walks, to actually be able to sprint, run, and do these things, that's gonna help me like stay healthy. And of course, I'm working on my weight. That's something I don't hide it. I've been working on it. I was a lot worse. I don't know if you guys have seen the pictures, but I've been coming down, of course, battling a little bit there. Not a little bit. I have been battling with mainly just going down and and staying down, right? That's the battle. But I'm working on it. And being out here, I'm able to do this. Look, I have an open field. I could literally go out there, run. Nobody will stop me, right? So you got to take steps towards your dreams. That's really my message here. You got to take steps. If you just stay in your house, if you don't do anything about it, you're not going to get anywhere. And again, I have to shout out Santana because he said something to me in our one-on-one that resonated a lot. And I shared it already, but I'm going to share it again. He said, I'd rather do something than nothing. Now, that mindset right there, when you think about it, if you have a dream to trade, for example, and become a successful trader, but you're not doing anything about it, like if you're not putting your money where your mouth is, nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's gonna come from that. So I make these videos to document. I'm gonna be 100% honest. I make these videos to document my journey, to document where I'm at. I don't make these videos to act like I'm a guru, like I know what I'm doing. Like none of that. I'm documenting my journey, what I'm learning, where I'm at in life, like literally where I'm at in life, because one day my kids are gonna watch my channel and they're gonna use it as a reference. Hopefully, right? Hopefully they use it as a reference to know like, okay, I'm facing these challenges. Let me see what my dad did to overcome those challenges. because when they're young, they don't understand that life is really not that easy. Like, it's not easy, to be honest, unless you come from a family that, I mean, a wealthy family, a family that just gives it all to you. And I don't knock that, I mean, it is what it is. But for people like me, people that, I mean, I was raised by a single mother after a certain point, after she got divorced, of course. It was four of us. So I have three siblings, that we raised together. Of course, I got siblings too on my father's side, or well, my dad's side, biological dad, right? My stepdad, he's my father. My stepdad is my father. So but on my mom's side, yeah, it was four of us. Single mother, Section 8, all of that welfare. So I don't come from money. So even doing what I'm doing right now, I have to be grateful. I have to be grateful for where I'm at right now. Like, honestly, I'm super grateful. I don't take it for granted. And being helpful, I'm gonna tell you this: being helpful helps me with focusing, because sometimes I think like, damn, like I'm not where I want to be at right now. But then I look around and it's like, you had this dream for the past 10 years. And I know for some people it's like, wow, 10 years, like how the life happens. Life be life, and things happen along the way. It wasn't because I couldn't come necessarily. It wasn't financially necessarily. It was just other factors that didn't allow it to happen at that time. But you know what? God allowed it to happen when it needed to happen. So I'm out here now. I'm about to go on a run, but I had to take advantage of like the sunlight. I mean, it's looking beautiful out here. It's a literally a blue sky, like barely any clouds. At least on the shot here on this frame, it's like no clouds. So I wanted to just talk, honestly, just talk to y'all. Um, do I have friends? Do I have friends? Yes, I have friends. But if I'm being honest, I mainly have, like, I could count them with like my first finger. The friends that I could actually open up to, like literally, because a lot of people, I'm not gonna say too much here, but you can't just trust everybody. And I don't just trust everybody. I mean, I have two friends, really, two friends. The one person will know who he is, and the other person is my wife. My wife is literally my best friend. She's the one that knows everything. But the thing is this: I can't just like dump everything on my wife, right? I can't do that. I dump some of it in exercising, working out. Like when you work out, it's such a great stress reliever. It's amazing. So definitely, working out is one of the things. And I have a friend that if I really need to vent, I do have a friend for that. But why am I saying that? You guys, right now, and I'm not venting. I'm not like, I don't like throwing like negative stuff at people, even on videos. I'm not the type of person that says, oh, I vent with you. Like, no, I share my life with whoever wants to watch. You're not obligated to watch. You're not obligated to comment. Of course, all of that helps the algorithm. It helps with growing the channel. So I appreciate everybody that comments, everybody that likes the videos. I appreciate it. But going back to being grateful, being appreciative. By being grateful, I'm able to get up and go for a sprint. Because if I'm not being grateful, I'm like, it gets to the point where it's like you don't want to get up, you don't want to do it. But when I think about it, I'm like, I could do it. I have the health, I have all of my limbs. Like, you gotta be grateful for everything that you have. So I know this video is a little bit like, I'm not gonna say all over the place. It's just me talking whatever's on my mind right now. But I just want to encourage you. The main thing is this: I want to encourage you to take one step, do something, whatever it is that you want to do, take that step. What is it that you need to do today, right now? Forget about tomorrow. First of all, what do you want? Let's start there. What do you want? Write it down. Whatever it is that you want. This is the beautiful thing about writing things down. You don't have to tell anybody. So whatever it is that you write down, ain't no judgment. Nobody's judging you. I'm not judging you. Like, nobody. Write it down, and then write the first step that you need to take today. Like right now, what is it that I need to do today? Even if it is to write an email, make a phone call, whatever that step is, write it down, take a step, and you too, one day, you're going to start accomplishing not one dream, you're gonna accomplish many different dreams, but you have to take that step. This is your hobby. The world is yours.